and where you are. Please remain seated where you are right now, okay? I will give you another chance to move back, okay? This next video is going to tell you a little bit about the history of Launch Pad 39A. We're going to go around Launch Pad A and then go around Launch Pad B.
We are now approaching Launch
I'm also
Pad
going to show you
39A.
where the next launch
It was
is going to
constructed
take
for the
place.
Apollo program and is where all 12 moonwalkers began their historic journeys. You'll learn more about the Apollo program when you get to the Apollo Saturn V Center. Following the end of the Apollo program, Pad 39A was the site that launched Skylab, the first U.S. space station to orbit the Earth, on May 14, 1973. Skylab provided America's initial experience with long-duration spaceflight. During 1973 and 1974, 3 Skylab crews were launched on missions of 28, 59, and 84 days. The first space shuttle mission was launched from here on April 12, 1981. Over a period of 30 years, there were a total of 135 shuttle missions. 82 lifted off from this launch pad. The reusable
Ladies and
space
gentlemen,
shuttle
I did
system
ask that your cell
transformed the way
phones
we
be
operate
placed
in
on mute,
space.
please.
The
Please
space
do
shuttle
not
launched
place or
dozens of
receive any phone
communication
calls
satellites,
while
as
we're on
well
the
as
coach.
robotic spacecraft
Please
on
place your cell
groundbreaking
phones on
missions
mute.
to Venus,
If you need to
Jupiter,
text, that's
and
absolutely
Saturn.
fine, but it needs to be on mute.
Not only did the shuttle deploy the Hubble Space Telescope in 1990, but it conducted 5 repair and upgrade missions that enabled the Hubble to literally rewrite astronomy textbooks. The Space Shuttle program ultimately assured its place in history with the complex on-orbit assembly of the International Space Station, the ISS. The shuttle made 37 flights to construct the station, which is larger than an American football field and can be seen at night orbiting Earth with the naked eye. This unique scientific platform allows researchers from all over the world to work on innovative experiments and help to enable NASA's long-term human exploration
All right, so ladies and
plans.
gentlemen, when I come around the corner, you're going to be looking out the right side. You're going to be looking out the right side over on the Air Force, okay? All the tall towers with the white tips, these were all active launch pads, okay? And NASA's planning on sending some astronauts back into space from Launch Pad 41 early next year, all right? So we're going to be sending our astronauts back into space from over here. As I come around the corner, look over the top of the trees. I'm straddling the roadway. There's 4 towers with a short stack right there in front of us. That's Pad 41 Atlas. To the right of it, there's a low cut in the trees. Look straight across, there's 5 towers right there. That's where the next launch is getting ready to take place sometime the upcoming week right here. That's Pad 40, SpaceX is launching from there. To the right of it, there's a tall, skinny building right back there with a short stack behind it with 2 ears on the top. That's Pad 37. At one point, there was 20 launch pads, about 20 launch pads over here on the Air Force, and that was still active. But now there's only maybe about 4 of those launch pads that are still active, okay? And but again, straight across 3 o'clock direction is where that launch is going to take place next week. Right there, it looks like 5 towers, all right? That's Pad 40. SpaceX is launching the Falcon 9 rocket over there, okay? And again, Pad 41, about 1 o'clock direction is where NASA is going to send our astronauts back into space starting early next year, okay? Straight ahead of us, ladies and gentlemen, is Launch Pad 39A. 39A is the original Apollo launch pad. Every man that ever walked on the moon, they left from this launch pad right here. 82 shuttle missions left from this launch pad, with Atlantis being the last space shuttle that launched into space. It left from right here. NASA has also released this launch pad to SpaceX. SpaceX is launching the Falcon 9 and their new rocket, which is called the Falcon Heavy, from here as well. And SpaceX has 2 different rockets, Falcon 9 and Falcon Heavy. The difference between those 2 rockets, well, basically speaking, you're talking 9 engines strapped to the rocket versus having 27 engines strapped to the rocket, okay? And the next video is going to tell you more about that Falcon Heavy rocket. Just as I clear the trees over here off the left side,